everybody. It's another episode of Roll the Dice. Roll the Dice, which is a short form improv show where we're going to play games for your entertainment right here on YouTube live. If you do not see the chat, like I do not, reload your page and the chat will appear. Because that's important because we're going to ask for suggestions and your suggestions are going to drive the show. So we're Roll the Dice. I say we, and it's just me, but no, there's more of us. So I'm Jess, by the way. Let me bring on the rest of our cast. Our regular cast, come on up. Today we've got a few regulars. Introduce yourselves, please.
I'm regular Tracy.
I'm regular Maya.
And I'm regular Cassie.
And I'm so glad we're also regular. So let's bring on our guests.
I'm regular Jay.
And I'm regular Jennifer.
Oh man, we're all eating prunes. All right.
Fiber.
So our guests are joining us here for this week's show, and I'm so happy that they're here. Jennifer, you may have seen before in one of our other shows. This is his first time with Roll the Dice, and I'm super, super pleased that they're here. In fact, I'm emphatically pleased. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with a new game called Pardon. And for this one, I will need 3 people. So just 3 people up.
Oh, okay.
Okay, we got our 3 people. So from the audience, I should have asked for this first. I need a place where 3 people could meet. So from the audience, a place where 3 people can meet, just type it on in the chat. And then we'll get this started. The whole idea here is that our 3 people will be, it's kind of like New Choice, if you've seen New Choice before, we've played it before, but it's self-directed, so I'm not going to be jumping in on this one. And you know what, you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure it out as So what we've got here, a place where 3 people can meet, we have a Waffle House.
Yes.
I'm all here for the smothered, covered, diced, spliced, and insulted hash browns. Pardon? I'm all here for making me happy instead of frown.
You know, what I really love is their grits here are just top notch. Order them every time. No matter what they come with. Just can't live without them.
I like the double banana shake.
Ooh, now that sounds delectable.
Pardon?
Oh, I said now, you know who's electable? Is the chef here at Waffle House. He's got some very interesting opinions, and I think I would like to see him in office.
Ooh.
You know, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna go see if I can put a little bug in his ear and maybe give him a little boost into running this next upcoming election cycle. Be right back.
So, do you have any of those pecan waffles?
Pardon?
Do you know how to dance like Snuffleupagus?
I think I smell a fire burning in the kitchen.
Pardon?
I think I smell a witching. I gotta go.
I just gotta say, you know, I always find interesting things happening here at this diner.
Pardon?
I just want to say that I am trying not to be a whiner.
You know, that's a good idea. I mean, because if you're not a whiner, then you can really appreciate the things in life that are finer.
Pardon?
I feel like I need to go and figure out if I'm gonna go hide her.
All right. So I brought the chef over here to meet y'all.
Pardon?
Oh, I said I brought a carafe of orange juice here to feed y'all.
And I came out of the kitchen and I brought some hash browns on the house.
Pardon?
Hey, listen, the one thing I don't like about Disney World, Mickey Mouse. I'm an opinionated chef, and you all probably are wondering, is he electable? And I said, yes, I am electable.
Wait, you're running?
I am running. I'm running for office of this here town of Mountain Oaks, Louisiana.
Pardon?
Yep, that's right. Boy, oh boy. I like oranges, apples, and bananas. I'm going to
That's
go
a whole
get
lot
some.
of fruit.
That's right. And hey, here's a button for you to vote for me. Read the slogan.
It says, vote for me, I'll disappear.
Pardon?
Vote for me, because I hear.
Pardon?
Vote for me, not a slander or smear.
Pardon?
Vote for me, I have a pretty rear.
You didn't read the other side. I put in here. Let me read it to you. I put another slogan.
Yeah,
on
you got to
the
read the
side.
pretty rear of the button.
That's right. That it goes more towards the button than anything else. It says, "A vote is a vote for me."
Oh, pardon?
It says, "Looky here, see."
Pardon?
And that's the
It says, "I'm both an ant and a bee."
Yeah.
Yay! A vote is a vote for Jay.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, roll the dice would not be roll the dice without our dice roller. I'm going to be right there. Okay, our dice roller. So I'm going to go ahead and roll. And we've got a 14. Wow, that's a little bit off kilter there, Google. Good job. 14 is Spotlight Story, and I need everyone for this one. And what's going to happen here is from the audience, I need the title of a story that does not exist, a story that's never been written, and we're going to tell that story. And as the spotlight shifts from everybody, we're going to take over the story, and it will have a beginning, middle, and end, and be cohesive because we're just that good. So the title of this story is... Waiting for them to come through.
Typing it in there.
A Blender's Tears. A Blender's Tears. So let me go ahead and spotlight. Begin.
The sorrow began on a Tuesday. Someone peeled a banana and dropped it into, well, you know, the blender. And then they grabbed a strawberry. But then something very
surprising happened. For when they were about to drop the strawberry into the blender, the strawberry screamed, "No, don't blend me!"
And so then the bananas began an uproar, and everyone was very, very upset. And they were going to take to the counters. And
They did. They took right to the counters. It was a fruit rebellion, and it was long overdue. This town needed a change, and that strawberry
started a revolution, a fruit revolution. No kitchen has been the same since the fruit revolution.
It swept the nation, and everybody was just so galvanized by the fruit, the strawberry, the banana, the prunes, that
the populace took up their whisks and their spatulas, and they took to the street, beating, scraping, spatulating, until the clang of forks and cutlery rang out
across the sea of produce, and a civil war had broken out amongst the
vegetables and the fruit. versus the dairy and legumes. Who could win such a battle?
And just then, the small little strawberry stood up on its little backside and said, "It doesn't have to be this way. We all
fructose and we all lactose. We all should be bros." And thus the slogan was born, bringing all of the appliances to their feet.
Because the appliances also lacked toes. So the appliances got in on the side of the fruit, and there was a massive partnership.
And it was reuniting all of the both animate and inanimate objects. The blenders took up with the blackberries. The
strawberries took up with the hamburger. The green beans took up with the
Toaster and even the microwave and even the cooktop, and they all heated up in anticipation.
Of what kind of revolution and transformation may come. Even the colanders, they sifted through some things, but they were there too.
And it was all within this newfound feeling of unity. It was decided amongst all that
they should have an election because nothing brings beings together like political elections. And they went into each of their stalls and they debated with themselves, who should I vote for? On the one
hand, the prune said, "I promote regularity." And then the rutabaga said, I promote being
vitamin sufficient. And then the strawberry said,
"And I go forth and seed everywhere. Everywhere you look, I am there, and I understand what holds us together."
And that is water, mainly. Water holds us all together.
And that is what we are all held together with, water.
Yes.
So let us all
We
feel
learned
the unity.
We
Yeah.
learned something.
We learned something.
good scientific lesson.
We learned something today.
Water.
that was true cuisine art.
Oh.
Extra points, extra points.
We get points.
Yeah, sure.
All right, next
Where's the
up,
scoreboard?
we have Lions From the audience, what I will need from you is a bunch of things that you might have heard recently from a text message or something someone said to you, or maybe a line from a book, or maybe a line from a song or a movie or a television show. Just throw them out there in the chat so we can use those in our game. And what I will need is 3 people up. 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. And what's going to happen here is they're going to do a scene, and periodically throughout the scene, they're going to forget what they were about to say. They're going to reach out toward the camera and say, and I will feed them something that you've added in the chat, and they will repeat it and make it work in the story that they are creating. So I will go ahead and get my camera off. And now
This seems like it's not going to work. This seems very difficult. We sure want to do this? This seems very hard. We're not going to know what they say?
No, I'm going to tell them to you.
Oh my, okay. This seems very difficult to do.
Yeah.
This.
So I'll go ahead. I didn't ask for this yet. I'll just look up back here. So your suggestion is elevator, and go ahead and start your scene.
All right. Anyone else going up to 8?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Oh, we all are.
That's good.
Ah,
We don't have to like wait for everyone to like get off and get on with their,
the worst.
carts or bags or whatever.
The worst. It's like if you should be in floor 1, 2, 3, or 4, walk.
Agreed.
5 and 6 are questionable. 7 and up, you can get on the elevator. I have no problem with that.
Yeah, I agree. Or like take the service elevator.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's there for.
Mhm.
You know what? I got to be honest. Last time I got in here, this dude gets on and he hits number 2. And I look at him and he turns to me. He has a giant staring look on his face. And he said to me,
My son is also named Bernard.
my son is also named Bernard. And I was like, A, do we know each other? Because that's very interesting. And B, I said to him, and I'm not going to apologize. I said, what, is he a saint? Saint Bernard? You should walk. And I'm not apologizing. He got off and he looked back and I said, see you later. And that was it. It felt good. It felt good. I'll be honest.
That was like a Bernard. Hey.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. You're funny.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's
Do you think he read your name tag?
oh.
That
Oh,
I mean,
Oh. good call.
sometimes you might just forget you have it on, but
I'll be honest, I wear it out. I wear this shirt out. I wear my name tag out. I'm proud of where I work.
good for you.
We should all have name tags, right? We should be, names are so hard to remember.
I know. How many times have you gone somewhere and you're like, I recognize that person? What is your name?
This is my first day at this school.
This is my first day at this school. Like, no, I'm not going to remember other people's names. They're not going to remember my name tags. It just makes everyone's life easier.
Yeah. So
There's-
hard starting a new school.
Oh,
Trying to remember everyone's name. I remember back in my first day of school. It was kind of scary. And my teacher, her name was
At 8 p.m. if you're bored.
Headache Jam, Miss Headache Jam if you're bored. Yeah.
oh, it's like Miss Jackson if you're nasty. That Janet Jackson.
Yes.
song. Miss Headache if you're bored.
Yeah. Yeah.
She probably gets asked her name all the time, and she's like, "I'm tired. Yeah, I get it. My name. You're gonna make a pun of it." So she like jumps the line.
Mm.
You know what? The next time I see somebody and they make a comment about my name tag, you know what I'm going to say to them? I'm going to look them dead in the eye, and I'm going to say,
Eye floaters are your friends.
eye floaters are your friends. And then they're going to be like, what? And I'm going to say, yeah, eye floaters are your friends. You got to go towards that. And then I'm going to walk wherever I am. I'm going to walk out. I'm just going to say that. I'm going to walk out because it's true. You don't, when I got eye floaters because I had cataract surgery and now I can see. But if I didn't have the eye floaters, I wouldn't have gotten the surgery. So they are your friends. We have to look at things as gifts, not like punishments.
Yeah, my grandmother told me something the other day, and it really speaks to that.
I can't make the bylaw committee meeting.
I can't make the bylaw committee meeting, and
Why?
it's kind of
Why can't you
because
make it?
it's the eye floaters. If you don't befriend them, they're gonna get in the way of making the bylaw committee meeting.
Oh, I know. And I've been to many bylaw committee meetings myself. You don't want to miss a single one. You miss a little, you miss a lot.
Yes. So true. One time I missed a meeting and
Call me lamb chop.
call me lamb chop.
Oh, yeah. Because you got
But-
grilled? You got
Yeah.
grilled.
You got grilled.
That's right. You got grilled. Hashtag new t-shirt.
Grilled. Okay. We are going to switch gears. Let's get everybody up on the stage and let us, we have asked one of our guests, Jay, for a story. And this is something that all of us can work together on because Jay has given us a story, but we're going to guess the details of that story. This story is about the time that Jay met this celebrity And what did the celebrity smell like? So we want to guess who the celebrity is and what they smelled like. So go ahead, group here, go ahead and make some guesses, and everybody in the audience, go ahead and throw some guesses in the chat, and then we'll find out.
Cool.
Truly. Patchouli. Yeah.
But which celebrity?
Yeah, which celebrity?
Samuel L. Jackson.
Mhm,
Ooh, I
mhm,
can
Was it
see
Samuel L.
that.
Jackson smelling like patchouli?
mhm,
Well,
mhm.
question: if it's true, but that's not the one I gave you, do I admit it? No, it wasn't Samuel L. Jackson smell like patchouli.
Okay.
Although I think that's pretty close.
Mhm.
Not to mine. Just I think I picture him smelling like patchouli.
It would smell pretty close at that
Yeah.
time. Patchouli is a very intense smell.
Jay, was this celebrity of like Cuisinart fame?
Like that level of people knowing them.
I just mean like of the cuisine fame. Like, was it a chef?
Oh,
Was it a chef?
Oh no, it wasn't a chef.
Oh, darn.
Was
Was
it
like,
Chewbacca from Star Wars and he smelled like Pert Plus?
Hey, that's probably dead on, but
Mhm.
no, was not
Okay.
Chewbacca. And I'll say also the smell is not Pert Plus or patchouli either.
Mhm.
So
Okay, all right. We're
Is it-
we're narrowing down smells.
narrow
That's
it
good.
down.
is
I
it
don't know
like,
why you don't get it. I mean, it's pretty obvious.
We're gonna.
is it onions?
Was an unpleasant odor.
It was. Can I answer the question?
Sure, sure.
Or is it a yes no thing?
Let's keep it as distant as possible, but sure.
It was not an unpleasant odor.
Mm.
We have some guesses from the audience. We have quite a few guesses from the audience, which, by the way, is jam-packed today.
Yay!
So, we have apples. We have Paul Rubens smelled like bubble gum. We have
Mm.
Twist. Jay met himself. We have Tom Cruise, Sally Ride, Jake Hebby,
Sally Ride.
Conan O'Brien, Jerry Garcia, smells like Pine Sol. We have Michelle Gilliam. We have Janis Joplin, Ron Popeil, Kat Cora, Sandy Toxvig, Pachulia Roberts,
Julia Roberts.
Julia Roberts.
Bobby McGee. I gotta point out that a lot of our audience is improvisers right now. Jerry
Yeah,
Seinfeld,
it's an improv show.
Yeah.
Peter Mayhew, Lenny Kravitz, smelled like whiskey. We have Betty White, like the last flame of the sun on storm clouds before evening. We have
What?
Brad Pitt, smelled like oranges. We have smells like pine tree. We have Dwayne Johnson, blueberry muffins, Popeye spinach, and Rebecca Northen. I can't read this. There's a thing in the way. A mint chocolate martini. And Pachulia Roberts is a great drag name. And then Peter Newman. Okay. I think that we need to hear this story.
I can't believe it. Of all those guesses, they were not even close. That was
What?
awesome.
So what's the story?
All right, so it piggybacks off another celebrity. I've got a double celebrity story. So I used to drive this car called the Maybach. I was a demonstrator of this very fancy, basically a fancy Mercedes, where they didn't have a brochure. They would send a demonstrator to drive this car, and it was like a $600,000 car, and you can have it any color you want. And it was very, very fancy. So I was driving Usher at the Super Bowl in Detroit, which is a whole nother crazy story. It was like the Beatles. People would surround the car. It was insane. But staying at a hotel the night before outside in Pontiac, Michigan. I think it was Pontiac. And there's nobody in the bar. I'm in the bar, and I turn, and in walks this entourage who is also staying at this hotel. And this person was definitely a celebrity and smelled like baby powder. Baby powder. And this person had in their entourage was a dude who was in charge of their pyrotechnics. And I was like, this person has pyrotechnics? And they're like, yeah, Well, the celebrity, drum roll, the celebrity was Carrot Top.
What?
Yes, and I talked to Carrot Top, whose name I think is Carl. He had permanent eyeliner here, and he was buff. He worked out because there was nothing else for this guy to do. And I'm like, you know what? This dude sells out Caesar's Palace. He works 300 gigs a year. I asked him about, he used to be a spokesperson for this 1-800 collect call thing.
Mhm.
That bought me a house. And I was like, good for him. I'm like, he has groupies that come to every show he does when he goes to the city. So it's like, good for Carrot Top. So Carrot Top smelled like baby powder, and he was super nice. And the pyrotechnics dude was super nice. And I was like, what? He goes, oh yeah, it's a big full-on show. So I feel that guy gets teased a lot, but it's like he's a full-on entertainer with a lot of people that come to see his show all the time.
Hooray for Carrot
Sounds
Top
fresh.
of the baby.
Amazing.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
How does Carrot Top's entourage compare to Usher's?
Smaller.
Okay.
Usher was a super polite, called me sir, very polite guy. He was in talks to be the lead in the Marvin Gaye story, which I thought he'd be awesome at. Very talented dude, but like people would see him in this car and it would be like 4 or 5 deep. Every age you can think of, 80 down to 18 would lose their, it was like the Beatles. I've never seen anything like it. Lose their mind for this guy. So
It's awesome.
well, yeah.
I like to think of Carrot Top as the Usher of prop comics.
Thank you. Thank you. Had to be said.
Yep.
Does that mean that he tells other prop comics where to sit?
Yeah.
Probably.
Okay. All right. We are going back to our die. Let's roll. We got 8. First line, last line. This is an all play. So I need from the audience, actually, you know what? We have all these great lines. I'm just going to go back to that list of lines and we're going to use. I'm sorry, but I still can't find my husband is the first line. And let me actually change my screen. So I'm sorry, but I still can't find my husband is the first line and will become the last line. So, 2 people up, please.
I'm sorry. But I still can't find my husband.
Well, let's try again. Close your eyes and count to 30. He's probably playing hide and seek.
Oh, I bet he is. Oh, I
Are-
bet he is.
Janelle,
Yeah?
are things
Oh, shit, I
okay?
opened my eyes. Sorry. Oops, I said that word.
Are things okay at home?
Well, he's been playing hide and seek a little bit, a lot.
Girl.
It's a euphemism.
Tag out Jay. It's a euphemism. So when you say something and it means another thing, it's a euphemism.
So when you say like I've been reduced in force, you're trying to say that I don't have a job here anymore. I know what
That's
you're doing.
exactly right. Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm very sorry, but we're right sizing.
Well,
yeah.
I hope someone else around this place knows how to make the coffee.
I hope someone in this place knows how to make the coffee.
This is the best coffee in town. The bean is wonderful. The bean. Baristas are really, really mean, but the coffee is wonderful.
Hey, I got an order for Chuck. Get your order off the bench.
I mean, if anyone sees me here, I'm kind of nervous about this.
Why are you nervous?
The bean?
It's like a coffee bean.
I know, but I've been banned from drinking coffee. I'm not supposed to be here.
Well,
Check out Jess. I've been banned from drinking coffee. I'm not supposed to be here.
Mary, that's what everyone says. We're all here. We all say that. We shouldn't be here.
It's just I just don't think it's safe for me to be here in this Starbucks right now because I can get a little out of hand.
How much coffee have you drank today?
I'm not allowed to drink coffee, but this is me at my baseline. Imagine me with coffee.
Have you been drinking some tea?
Of course, all I drink is tea.
You gotta maybe switch from the black to the green. Okay?
tag out Cassie. Maybe switch from the black to the green if you want to win the game.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right.
Stay with the black. Stay with the go green. Go green. Stay black.
Oh gosh, this is
Or
so much pressure.
You can take what's behind door number 2.
Stay with the green.
I'm gonna take door number 2.
Door number 2.
Is that a new boat?
Well, it is a boat.
Tag out Tracy. Well, it is a boat.
It's a boat. You
It's
got a boat.
It's a boat.
Uh-huh.
It is a boat.
Tag out Jess. It is a boat.
Is it the Titanic? Is it the SS Minnow? Is it HMS Pinafore? Is it HMS Pinafore? I'm thinking HMS Pinafore. Is it HMS Pinafore?
Tag out Jay. And now, HMS Pinafore.
Oh,
I am a very of an individual, something indescribable.
Tag out Maya.
Tag out Cassie. Maya, come back. Na 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 na.
Tag out Jay. Na 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 no. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Now you got it. Now you got
Tag
it.
out Maya. Ooh, now you got it. Whoa.
Ooh, now I do.
Yeah, you got it.
You gave me all the power I needed. Thank you, baby. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
I was scared to live, but now I'm not scared. Boom.
Excellent. I'm so glad you're not scared.
Your yoga class really infused me.
I know this is called electro yoga. It's not calming. It's infusing of
No,
energy.
it is not calming in any way. In fact, I feel like punching something.
Okay, we will punch something. Excellent.
Oh. Am I alone
I'm
here?
sorry, I just lost all my energy. I feel like it's gone.
Tag out Jennifer. I'm sorry. I just lost all my energy. I think it's gone.
I'm sorry, but I still can't find my husband.
Yeah.
It wasn't the most natural
Hooray.
progression, but all right.
Seamless.
It was seamless. Okay,
This
let
is-
me bring on the dice rolling thing. We're gonna play a guessing game.
The dice.
So we're switching out the
Here comes
die
the-
and we're gonna go to
here
our
comes the
four-sider
dice. Here come the
and
dice.
we're playing
Here comes the dice.
interrogation.
Yes.
So interrogation, we will need a guesser and we will need 2 interrogators.
Okay.
Oh,
Can I interrogate? Can I be an interrogator?
I
you can
want-
totally
want
be an
to know.
interrogator. What?
I'll be an interrogator.
Okay, we got Jay and we got Jennifer interrogating.
I
Maya,
guess
do you
I'm
want-
guessing.
All
Do you
right,
want to guess
Maya's
or do you
gonna
want to be the
guess.
interrogator?
I just love guessing games, so whatever.
So audience, before we let Maya go, I'm gonna explain this. I need from the audience, I need a celebrity, but not like the first celebrity or the second celebrity you think of, like the third, fourth, or fifth celebrity you'd think of. So B, C, D list celebrities. And then we also need a household object, some sort of object in general. And then we need a location that everyone's heard of. So no Carhenge that's regional just for people in Nebraska.
Oh, but I studied all my local Nebraska landmarks.
Everybody knows Car.
And what Maya's gonna guess is who she killed, with what, and where she buried the body or hid the body. So I'm gonna go ahead and put Maya in the waiting room. Everyone say bye, Maya.
Bye, Maya.
Yeah.
Come back. Oh, she's gone.
She's gone. And the interrogators are going to help Maya along with some clues during their interrogation, and Maya is going to guess these things. Occasionally, someone from the backline may walk on, but I'm guessing that Jay and Jennifer have this under control. So let's see what we've got here. We have got Weird Al. Weird Al is the unfortunate beneficiary of Maya's attention.
No.
He's
Weird Al.
brilliant.
A Swiffer wet mop. Wet mop.
Do we have to get Swiffer wet mop or can we just get Swiffer?
If you get Swiffer or wet mop, that's fine. But if you get Swiffer wet mop, you would
Bonus
get
point?
you'd get an entire strip of candy dots.
Don't, hey, I will hold you to that.
I will ship them to you. And where is this place that the Hotel California?
Oh,
Yeah. So you got your celebrity, household object, and location. And we will go ahead. Oh, and we will do some little golf claps when Maya's getting close and make it a little bit louder when Maya's dead on. You can also do those claps as well, so the visual works. So I will go ahead and turn off my camera and let Maya back in.
Well, well, well. Finally, look who's here. Look who's here.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Have a seat. Have a seat. We're just here to talk to you.
Would you like a hot coffee?
Yeah, you want a hot coffee? You want steaming hot coffee?
Mhm.
Or do you find it strange? Do you find it strange?
You find it a bit odd that I would offer you a coffee when you're under duress.
That's right.
Mhm.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'll just take water.
Do you
I
want
guess it's all
maybe
good.
you want a croissant that you could eat? Do you want to eat it? Do you want to eat it? Do you want to eat a croissant? Do you want to eat it?
Yeah, you want to eat it? You want to eat it?
I'm not hungry, but thanks.
You can open up your mouth and feed it if you want to eat it.
Yep.
Here, I'm just gonna get you a coffee and a croissant. I know you might find it strange, but I'm just
Maybe
gonna
you
put it
should
right.
grab her an egg and you know what?
Yeah, eat
Whip
it.
it.
Don't try to distract us right here with your Devo. I know you're a devotee. That's not what we're talking about here.
Okay. I mean, you're acting almost like I'm the Hamburglar or something.
You're well, oh, you wish.
Oh,
You wish you were the Hamburglar instead of loving music like you do.
yep. Instead of twisting it around and
That's right.
Yep. Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. And you think that you're so funny. You think the music you like is so funny. Well, let me tell you, that's what landed you here. All right. That's what landed you here.
You're acting like it's the day the music died.
Well, some people think it is. Some people think that who you were with caused that. I, for one, do not. All right.
Don McLean?
No, whoa. Don't you sully the name of Don
Don't you mention that
McLean.
man's name.
Yeah, he's a brilliant musician. All right.
Bye bye, Miss American Pie.
Yeah. You should say goodbye. You might have to say goodbye to your freedom. All right. You might have to say goodbye to that.
Maybe
you
you
might-
could say, yeah.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Maybe you could say bye bye, Miss Pecan Pie, or
That's
something like
right.
that. It's something clever. Some
We
funny.
know that you're obsessed with food. We know the person you're with is obsessed with food so much they write about it. Listen, don't play dumb with us.
Okay. I mean, what would Padma Lakshmi say about it?
Yes, but again, don't distract it. She's not a musician. We're talking about the musician you were with. All right. You look at us, and because my partner's wearing glasses, I got a mustache. You think we're a parody of cops? You think we're a parody?
You're making
We're
fun of
not
us.
a parody.
I mean, you remind me in some cases of I mean, the glasses remind me of Yoko, but I don't think that's who we're going.
That's not who it is.
Hey, I'm sorry to interrupt. I just gotta say, according to the roster, you gotta finish this up soon because there's someone else coming in.
Are you
According to the
Yankovicing my
roster.
chain?
Yeah, well,
Oh,
you are. Yes, you are. All right. So we know you're with him. We know you're with him.
Okay, Al is weird.
Yes, that's
Weird.
exactly right.
Al Yankovic, he's weird. And you know what? Honestly, sometimes when you are like a surgeon, you accidentally slip and, nick an artery.
Great.
Yeah,
We're
you
making
can slip.
headway.
You
We're
can
making.
certainly slip.
You can slip, and sometimes you need to clean up those messes, right? And this is a
Clean them up.
theoretical mess you're in.
Mm-hmm.
Certain products that clean better than others.
Bleach?
Well, bleach is a great cleaner for
Quality
crimes
product.
for sure.
Quality product.
So I killed
Listen.
Weird Al. Is that what you're
That's you admitted to it.
We already got that.
We know that part. We just want to make sure that we have it all clear what you used to kill him with. Listen,
okay?
we're your
so
friends. We
we-
don't
you know-
suck. We don't suck. All right.
I mean, what are you, a vacuum? I mean,
Well, no, that's exactly what you use, but you got to be more specific with
are you a
what-
shop
Hey,
vac
hey.
or something here?
Hey, Jay, don't be so dry with your humor.
That's right. I shouldn't be dry with that
Not be
vacuum.
dry. Should not be dry.
A wet dry vac?
Yes, a wet back indeed, but we don't want to drag this out. We want to be quick. We want to be fast. We want to be another word I can't think of right now. Well, no, I mean we want to be.
Oh,
fair-
like Taylor, that musician.
Yeah.
Swift?
Yes.
A
Yes.
Swiffer,
A Swiffer what?
wet jet.
Yeah, that's right. A Swiffer wet jack or Swiffer wet back, as we say here. Absolutely. Now,
Oh,
now
well, I
we-
mean, like I'm old school, so I call it a Swiffer wet jet, but I
Yes.
guess the new kids call it, Swiffer wet vac, whatever. Okay,
And
so
my-
fine, yes, I killed him because you make a mess like a surgeon, you got to clean it up, and you use the wet, and that finished the job. Okay, I get
you
it.
just got to know where you did it. And first off, my partner owes me some candy dots for that answer. Second off, we just want to know. We just want to hear. We already know where it is. We're your pals. We just got to know.
I think it was a
Quickly.
lovely place.
It's a very lovely place. You can really go in there, but you can't ever leave.
Oh no, you're not gonna leave. No,
You're not going to leave this place.
Well, I mean, it's not like it's Love Island or something.
That's correct. It's not Love Island. It's more of just we're looking for a specific the building that this
So
happened.
much pink champagne. So much pink champagne.
Not warm either. They keep it on ice.
Oh, that was cold. Like your soul. Ooh.
That's right. Listen. I know by the look on your face, you don't want to tell us, but it will make it easier if you could tell us this, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Listen, we understand, right? Sometimes it's like that freedom is sucked from you and you're like, but I want to fly like an eagle, but you can't fly like an eagle. All right. Because we have everything here. We just
can-
need to tell us.
I think she's got lion eyes.
That's right. Just tell us.
So, I mean, I feel like a caged animal at a zoo right now.
You should
You're
feel
a
that way.
desperado, is what you are. You're a desperado.
You're a desperado. And, the one thing that you had that night that those cage animals don't have is the ability to get ice in a bucket and take it back to your room.
Is it the Heartbreak Hotel? I mean,
It's not the Heartbreak Hotel, but I'll tell you what, you are really close to admitting that, Stuart. It is a hotel for sure. And
Oh
yeah,
yeah, it's definitely a hotel
You're
room.
oh,
mute.
well, you know what? Okay, fine,
just
fine,
admit it.
fine. I killed Weird Al Yankovic with a Swiffer wet vac, according to the kids these days, and I left the body at the Hotel California. Okay, fine.
That's right. Thank you. You win this stay in our jail. Yay, Maya.
I guess I'm never
Yay.
leaving.
Never leaving.
Never ever leaving. It's kind of like a Roach Motel, but different. All right. I need everybody on the stage for our last game. From
What?
the audience, yes.
No.
From the audience, you will know in a moment what we're going to need because
10 more games. 10
10
more
more
games.
games.
10 more games.
We will be playing. What will we be playing?
This mustache. I love Zoom mustaches.
The
You
Zoom
know, when I
mustache
came
is
on, I
okay.
was like, he didn't have that mustache before.
Best. It's the best. I don't have to grow it, and it looks so real.
It looked really real when you like came up and it snapped onto your face. That was the best.
You moved a little and
Your
it
hand
moved
just
a
moved
little.
under it. All right, so we're gonna play letters from camp. So from the audience, what I need is a bunch of things. You know what, just nouns in general, a bunch of nouns, places, things. And we, your humble improvisers, are going to write letters to mom and dad from camp, but the camp is going to be those things. So we have Kool-Aid camp.
No.
Dear mom and dad, I'm writing to you from Kool-Aid camp, and you know what? Oh yeah, it's great.
Dearest mother and father, I am transcribing a letter to you from Kool-Aid camp. It is sweet.
Dear mom and dad, thank you so much for sending me to Kool-Aid camp. My counselor just keeps busting through the wall every night.
All right, we're gonna skip on. We're gonna skip on to Elmer's glue camp.
Dear mom and dad, I'm not sure what to make of Elmer's glue camp, but I keep sniffing.
Dear mom and dad, I'm writing to you from Elmer's glue camp. I don't know when you're gonna get this letter because I can't get it off my hand.
Dear mom and dad, I've been doing a lot of soul searching at Elmer's glue camp. I feel in my life I'm just kind of stuck.
Dear mom and dad, thank you so much for sending me to Elmer's glue camp because I found a new squeeze.
Dear mom and dad, I'm writing to you from Elmer's glue camp. I thought there would be horseback riding here, but I can't seem to find horses anywhere.
Okay, we're gonna
Yeah.
skip on down to cookies camp.
So which one?
Cookies.
Cookies.
Dear mom and dad, I'm writing to you because I need more cash to clear with my cookies.
Dear mom and dad, it's me again. I'm not only stuck in life, but I feel like I'm starting to crumble.
Dear mom and dad, I don't know what to make of cookie camp. I mean, the resident advisor, my counselor, he's a real monster.
Dear mom and dad, thank you for sending me to cookies camp. I know you said that whenever you're in the chips, I could go to camp.
Dear mom and dad, I'm writing to you from Cookies Camp. I have an issue with the desserts they're offering at lunch, though, because a fig Newton is not a cookie; it's fruit in cake.
Thank you. Dear mom and dad, I'm the only one here at cookie camp. It's deserted.
All right, we're gonna move along after that one to birthday party camp.
Dear mom and dad, I'm at birthday party camp and they brought me a cake. It blows.
Dear mom and dad, I'm writing to you from birthday camp, and guess what? Today's Charlotte's birthday.
Dear mom and dad, I really don't like birthday camp anymore because it's one endless sing-along.
Dear Mom and Dad, I just want you to know that birthday camp can't hold a candle to cookie camp.
Oh yeah.
Dear Mom and Dad, I hate to be the one to have to write to you about birthday camp, but your presence is required.
Oh yeah.
Waterfall camp.
Dear Mom and Dad, you know, I'm really, really winded here at Waterfall Camp because I keep chasing. Just chasing.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing you from Waterfall Camp. I just need a little TLC.
Dear Mom and Dad, I really hate it here at Waterfall Camp. I'd like to stick to the rivers and lakes that I'm used to.
Yeah. Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing you from Waterfall Camp. Boy, you know, things are progressing really rapidly.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing you from Waterfall Camp. My roommate, Victoria, fell.
Oh, yeah.
All right, we're gonna go to staple remover camp.
No. Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing you from Staple Remover Camp. Supplies.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from staple remover camp. I forgot what to pack, man.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from Staple Remover Camp. I have to say that the game of tag here is really painful.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing you from Staple Remover Camp. It's good. It seems to be set back in the 90s because all they have is one giant swing line.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from Staple Remover Camp, and it is a mess here. There's loose paper everywhere.
All right, we're gonna skip on to calendar camp. Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from calendar camp. When am I supposed to come home?
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from Calendar Camp. You said you'd write to me, but you haven't. July.
Dear Mom and Dad, Calendar Camp is just another entity owned by Google.
Thank you.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from Calendar Camp, and I'm a little uncomfortable because there's a lot of scantily clad firemen here waiting to get their picture taken.
Dear Mom and Dad, good news. I'm writing to you from Calendar Camp. I've had several dates already.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from Calendar Camp, and our headmistress, Marie, is teaching us how to make linguine tomorrow.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from calendar camp. This place is really weak.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing to you from Calendar Camp. I don't know what's going on. Maybe it's the sun, but I always seem to be in a daze.
Dear Mom and Dad, I'm writing you from Calendar Camp. Today I had to choose standard or Gregorian.
All right, we're gonna go with vampire camp.
Dear Mom and Dad, Vampire Camp really sucks.
Yes.
And it bites.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to vampire camp.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Vampire Camp. It's the best time of the week because it's a vampire weekend.
Yeah.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Vampire Camp. I like it for the most part, except my roommate, she almost makes such a bloody mess.
Dear Mom and Dad, sorry it took so long for me to write to you at Vampire Camp. I've been having a blast. These past 9 weeks have been tremendous. They've been life-changing to me. I know I'm about to come home and I want to see you really soon. However, I still like camp. What gets me through the night is knowing that even though I had a lot of fun, I might come back next year. Right now, though, it's hard because this is the twilight of my time. Yeah.
Shaggy Dog Camp Letter. Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to vampire camp, but I feel kind of blah.
Yes.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Vampire Camp. I thought you said Campfire Camp, but apparently not. Because when they go to make the s'mores, they use big stakes.
Dad, thanks for inviting me to vampire camp. But I just can't seem to, meet up with any of my friends because they won't invite me in.
Yeah. Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for inviting me to camp, to vampire camp. You know what camp I'm at. I don't have to tell you. Hey, it's your son. Anyway, this really didn't mirror my expectations. Gotta go. Bye.
Ah.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to campfire camp. I've developed us quite a coffin.
All right, Jitterbug camp. Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Jitterbug camp. The weather is really bad. It's so windy here.
Yes.
Ah.
Hey, dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to campfire or to Jitterbug camp. Again, it's your son. Listen, I need to borrow a couple of 20s.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for inviting me to Jitterbug camp. You really put the boom boom into my heart.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Jitterbug camp after it moved from the West Coast. That whole East Coast swing was a really good move.
Yes.
Hmm.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Jitterbug camp. I sure hope you send me again next year. I hope that this just isn't a fad.
All right, one last one. We're gonna do TARDIS camp.
TARDIS?
Doctor Who TARDIS camp.
Dear
Maybe-
Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to TARDIS camp. I don't really know what it is, but a lot of my friends sure seem to like it.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to TARDIS camp. What's in the box?
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to TARDIS camp, but for some reason I'm the only one who's always late.
All right, we're not going to end on that one because too many people don't know what it is. So we're going to.
Oh, can I do one?
Yes.
Yes.
Tracy.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to TARDIS camp. It's a good thing I packed right because we're all gonna go to the swimming hole later, and I have my time and relative dimension in swimwear.
Yeah.
They're bigger on the inside.
Yeah, they are.
Noodles camp, and then we're out.
Dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Noodles camp. It sucks.
Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Noodles camp. I'll stay really good because the boys here are really limp.
Wow.
Oh, dear Mom and Dad, arts and crafts at Noodles camp is really great. I made some macaroni art.
Yeah.
Dear Mom and Dad, thanks for sending me to Noodles camp. I didn't know that camp would be so niche that they would make one about my favorite member of Gorillas.
Okay,
There.
we are going to.
No.
Oh wait, one more. Go.
I mean, that was a good one to end on. But dear Mom and Dad, thank you for sending me to Noodles camp. I find that I'm celebrating everyone who's here, and we developed a little cheer. We say hooray to all the gals and ramen.
That's it. Okay, so before we go, I would love to hear from our guests or everybody actually, if you have anything to promote. So starting with Jay.
Yeah, drink a lot of water because we need a lot of water in our system. So I'm going to promote water. And for those of you who think you have insomnia, just put your phone in a different room and charge it.
Good
Very good
promotion.
advice.
I have nothing to promote. Maya.
I second the hydration.
Cassie.
I third the hydration.
Tracy, go ahead and branch off into an actual promotion from us.
I prefer soda, but you can also hear me on Mr. K's Clubhouse on YouTube. It's a show for preschool age and younger children, and I'm a puppeteer, and you can stream all 3 seasons now.
Oh, heck yeah.
All right, and Jennifer.
I'm voting hydration 2024 down with insomnia.
Thank you.
All right, everybody is very into hydration except for Tracy. What's wrong with you?
Soda is hydrating, kind of.
Anti-hydrator.
All
You're
right.
welcome
so-
here,
I like-
Tracy. You're
I like
welcome.
the
here.
What I
Bubbles.
do have to promote is Roll the Dice, which is coming to you live on YouTube every second and fourth Friday of every month at the time that you joined us today. Unless you were late, in which case get here on time next time, please.
Yeah.
If you
Slacker.
didn't see the chat, make sure you reload the page next time and the chat will come up. And we need your suggestions to make this show great. And we appreciate everyone who was in the audience today. I think there were 15 people today, which is
What?
amazing.
What?
So thank you all
Thank
for
you,
joining
folks.
our show. And thank you for coming back next time in 2 weeks. And we will see you then. Bye,
Yes.
everybody. Oh, wait, before I go, we'll introduce ourselves one more time.
Maya.
Tracy- Oh, wait.
Jess.
Cassie.
Tracy.
Jay.
Jennifer.
Seamless.
Really, now it's time.